So this week I saw Upstream Color, and I want to talk about it, so let's do that, 'cause it's fucking weird. So I don't watch any trailers anymore, because trailers kind of spoil stuff, so I went into Upstream Color not really knowing what it was about. It's just been recommended to me a bunch, heard it's amazing. All I knew was a little blurb, a little synopsis that this website gives, which is: a man and woman are drawn together, entangled in the life of an ageless organism. Identity becomes an illusion as they struggle to assemble the loose fragments of their wrecked lives. And in retrospect, that makes a lot of sense. It kind of describes the movie perfectly. But if you're going into it without knowing what the hell it's about, that means nothing to you. And that's kind of a good thing, because this is the type of movie you kind of just want to go into without really knowing anything. You just kind of want to experience it, because it's pretty weird, and experiencing it is kind of the only way I can describe how you watch this movie. And in fact, that's the reason why it's so hard for me to explain how I feel about this movie. I definitely liked it, but explaining my experience with it is gonna be a toughie. How about I start with this? It looks beautiful. It's shot very nicely. The colors are very nice too. They're kind of muted but very pleasing to the eye. It's, you know, it's a nice experience to kind of just let your eyes soak in. It's eye candy, a little bit. There's a lot of visual storytelling in this movie too, because it needs it. There's not a lot of dialogue in the movie. The thing about films with little dialogue is that you gotta keep the audience's attention through visual storytelling, which is kind of hard to pull off, but Shane Carruth does it in a great way. A way that I really appreciate, you know, as an editor. To pull that kind of thing off, you have to make sure each scene flows into the next one kind of seamlessly, whether it be by imagery, through sound, or through some other means. And as someone who works with video behind the scenes a lot, I saw how he did that with each scene. Most people would probably kind of just internalize it, but I was able to pinpoint it and kind of, you know, really appreciate it for what it was. And that segues perfectly into music. I loved the soundtrack. It's actually composed by the director, and since I love a lot of ambient electronic type music, this was right up my alley. I'm gonna go buy that kind of right after I close this video. The music, like the movie, is something you kind of just gotta let it wash over you and experience and internalize. It fits the tone perfectly, and it's just really pleasing. And that's kind of it. I liked the movie, but I can't really articulate my thoughts any better than that. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. I think that's kind of the way it's supposed to be. So I'll try my best to give it an actual scorecard, so here we go. So I really love the way this movie was shot. It's probably high up there along with Hard Candy. It's one of my favorite movies visually. Though something I was just okay with was the resolution of the movie. While it was very clear what was happening, I felt it could have been portrayed a little bit better to make it a little bit easier to kind of go along with. And something I kind of disliked about the movie was pigs. I can't really go into that without spoiling the movie, but it's not really a fault of the movie, it's more something that's my fault, because I'm an idiot and I kind of laugh at the dumbest things. When I saw the thing with the pigs, I giggled and it took me out of the movie. Overall, it's a weird movie, but I still really liked it, and I kind of recommend you watch it too, even if you're not into really artsy films. It's kind of something you have to experience, and it's just really interesting. So I'm giving it a 4 out of 5. So there you go, my thoughts and review on Upstream Color as best as I could articulate it. If you guys saw Upstream Color, tell me what you think about it. I'd really like to talk to you guys about it. Not just like in the comments, but like message me or something. I want to have a conversation about Upstream Color and hear other people's opinions and their thoughts about the movie. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.